I got all my plugs back in, wires hooked back up. I'm going to throw a battery in it, and I got a vacuum gauge hooked up so I can check the vacuum. Open that big door back there so I don't kill myself, and then fire it up and we'll see what the vacuum is. Well, here goes nothing. Let's see if it'll even start. Way too rich. Well, I think I may have found my problem, or at least part of it, big part of it. While I was cranking, I had my vacuum gauge hooked up and I had almost no vacuum. So that led me to believe I had a vacuum leak somewhere, so I started looking at the bolts, and sure enough, one of these intake bolts here I can undo with my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and retorque all those and make sure they're all tight, and I'm going to try it again and see if it runs a little better. Well, because ain't nothing ever easy in my world, I had to take the good old carbon shooter off there so I could torque down all the bolts. I got them all torqued down now to spec, so hopefully it'll work. I'll put it all back together and we'll try it. Well, that didn't work, so I'm going to have to take off the intake manifold. I still got a leak. I'm going to put new gaskets in, seal her up good, put her all back together, see if I can't get rid of that leak with new gaskets. So I guess it's time to tear it down again. Well, I got it all apart, which didn't take too long. Took 10-15 minutes, whatever. I think I found out the problem. My end seals, I believe, blew out. They weren't creating a seal very good. So I'm going to go ahead and clean everything up. Take the gaskets out, put it back in, torque it down again. Make sure it's torqued. Let it sit and dry, and then do it all over again. See if it works. Well, I got the intake manifold back on, new gaskets, all sealed up, all the bolts torqued, and I'm going to start putting it back together now and let it dry for a little bit longer. I put it on last night, so I'll let it dry till the end of the day, and then maybe try to fire it up. Well, it's all back together. I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can get it to fire. Oh, I guess all I've got to say is it better friggin' work. Oh, well, at least it started. That's a plus. I may have to do a little tuning to it, but hopefully I got it worked out. Well, that did not solve my problem. It still doesn't run right. You do whatever you want with the timing or the fuel, it doesn't seem to run right, so I'm going to run a quick compression test and see what that tells me, and work from there, I guess. At least I know the intake manifold ain't leaking.